So, very good evening to all of you. I hope I am audible to all.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Imran, you are there? You can hear me, Imran?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, first of all, sorry for the technical delay. We had few minutes delay in the technical session. We will be starting now. So, good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Dr. Devendra Kumar Gaur, Assistant Professor at Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy. On behalf of Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy, I would like to welcome you all to this online workshop on MS Excel Basics for Beginners. Today we have with us Dr. Vandana Joyal Sharma and Dr. Anu Taneja with us. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Vandana is currently working as an assistant professor at Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Information Technology, affiliated to GGSIP University, Delhi. Dr. Sharma obtained her PhD from Amity University, Noida, MTech in IT, MCA, and Bachelor's in E-Commerce from GGSIP University, Delhi. Dr. Sharma has over 12 years of teaching experience at the postgraduate level. She has expertise in IT subjects like advanced computer network, data communications, and networking, and data structures, and algorithms, and she has taught these subjects at postgraduate level. Dr. Sharma has guided over 100 dissertations at the postgraduate level. Her PhD research area is delay tolerant networks. Also, Dr. Sharma is a keen researcher and has published 18 research papers until the year 2020. Dr. Sharma has presented her research work at international level conferences, technically sponsored by IEEE, and also got her work published in international journals, which are SCI, SCIE, and Scopus indexed. Dr. Sharma has also contributed voluntarily as a reviewer and technical program committee member for reputed international journals and IEEE conferences. Her primary area of interest includes the Internet of Things, delay tolerant networks, and mobile ad hoc networks. So now I would request Dr. Vandana to take over the session and enlighten us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Devin. Thank you, the entire fraternity of BCIP. I'm glad to be a part of Banasidas Chandiwala, and I'm really very thankful for giving me this opportunity to share our expertise, our views on how to be a beginner in MX Excel. Thank you so much, sir. So I'll share my PPTs.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. So, good evening, students. Myself, Dr. Vandana Sharma. I'll be taking a workshop on MS Excel basics for beginners, and it is going to help you with how to use Excel in your daily life and making it easy for you to how to manipulate data easily on MX Excel. So the outline of my today's presentation would be, the first one is understanding what is a workbook, navigating in a file, typing text or numbers in worksheets, understanding the formatting, changing and the size of the fonts in the worksheet, understanding what are series and how to fill the series, inserting and deleting worksheets, moving, copying worksheets, renaming them, changing worksheets and tab colors, formatting multiple worksheets and freezing rows and columns. So I'll be taking all these topics one by one and we'll be demonstrating that on Microsoft Excel. Okay. Now, you can see my screen where this is a workbook which looks like cells and columns. I'll just share the Excel. Yes. Can you see the worksheet now? So here you can see that there are various options which are available and they are primarily divided into various segments. The first one here on where I'm moving my cursor, this is for the fonts. So if you want to make changes, anything into a font, you would be taking care of or you would be using these options, where this one is for the type of fonts you want to have in your worksheets, the size of fonts. You can increase and decrease the size with the help of these two options also. You can make changes. We can make bold, italic, underline, and you may fill a cell. So this is the first set of options which are available. These are the first set of options which are available for the worksheet. Devendra sir, please, could you please confirm whether the worksheet is visible to students?
Ma'am, right now the screen is not visible.
Okay.
I think it is still going into linking. So
Okay.
because screen sharing is already active, there might be some network issue.
So I'm resuming my share, but it is not taking this.
Okay, let me check, ma'am. I'll just check the settings.
I think it is visible now. Yes, sir?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible now. Maybe
Okay,
because
so,
of technical hitch. It
okay,
is
not a
visible
problem.
now.
Okay. So if in case my worksheet or my PPT is not visible, so please let me know. So you can see the first segment here, which is comprising of font options. You can also move into the font option by clicking on this down arrow. The moment you click on this down arrow, you will be able to see all options related to fonts. So here you can see the actual type of fonts you may have by selecting on the options here. The second one is for the alignment section. The third one is number styling, the styles of the cells, and the cell formatting. So first, primarily, you need to understand what this entire worksheet is all about. So this worksheet is comprising of these many options which you can perform on your data and these worksheets. These are worksheets. There are primarily 3 worksheets in one workbook. Okay. So these 3 worksheets, by default, they are present in each workbook. You can add more worksheets here. We'll see this option later in the PPT. This particular cell, you can see, if you click on any of the cell or you tab on any of the cell, by tabbing, you will move right towards the worksheet. And you can also see that there is a change of information here. So this particular cell denotes our column information and a row information here. So the moment you are clicking on any of the cell, you can see the simultaneous change in the information here. So each cell in the worksheet is defined by a column and a row information. So you may apply any kind of information. You can have your data entered here. So the data entry part, you can see here, I have just included some set of data from my college. So Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Information Technology, which is having set of students like the serial number, the name, enrollment number, semester, and course. So you can imagine that if you have to type in these many data, it is very tedious to do so. So what is the right approach? For these serial numbers, you can also have a series kind of a thing working for you. Now let's take an example of what is a series. Series is primarily filling up data by using cell handles. So here I have taken this example where we'll simply just cut and paste it below the sheet, and I'll show you that how it works. Now here, for the first one, if I simply drag the first cell, we can see that the same data is being replicated in all the cells. So this way, you don't have to type in data. So you may go up to any extent. You can go for this particular cell to the rest of the cells, and you can have the same information typed in just by dragging this cell handle. This plus sign is known to be as a cell handle here. So this makes your task easier. Now, another kind of thing that you may want, say that you have got two set of numbers and now you need a series of it. Now you want serial number starting from 1 to 100. So in that case, you can just simply select both the tabs, both the cells, and you drag your cell handle. So the moment you drag your cell handle, you'll see that the data types in automatically. So again, you don't have to type in data, right? Again, just see the next example here. This is a text, a character. So if you want the same character to be posted in each one of your cells, you simply drag the handle and you will get the same information all over the cells. So this is quite a functionality in Excel, which can be used to make our data entry operation easier. Now let's see another example. Now, if you want A, B, and C, you want these three information to be repeated. Again, what we need to do? Just select three of the cells together, and then drag this handle. So you can see the same set of data is replicated in all the cells. Also, let's take an example of Jan. So if you want all your months to be displayed and to be entered automatically, this can be done with the help of just writing and typing into Jan, Jan, and then you may just drag the handle again and you will get all set of months automatically typed in. Take another example. So if you have information like January, you can have all months in the form of January, February, March, April, May. Then talk about the days. It is Monday, so you can have MON, abbreviation of the days like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You may have your own setup of calendar with the help of this filling up of series. I'm sorry. Next one is Monday. So if you want Monday to be displayed in your cells, again, you can have this. And even if you drag it further, you will get the repetition of the same days. Okay. Now, the quarters in a year, there are 4 quarters. So you can have 4 quarters information. Simply drag them here on the cells. Another example of quarter. So quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Similarly, if you talk about days, like first day, second day, third day. So if you want to just have days, something like this kind of data to be entered in your Excel sheet, you simply drag and drop with the help of your data handle. Now, the next example I've taken is serial. The serial is 001. Again, you can see that there is an information being shown here in the caption, which is showing you the data it is getting. into the cell by dragging the handle. So it is serial starting from 0012 010, and it can go on and on the moment you just drag and drop it. Similarly for the test. Now for the date. Now if I enter 22, say today's date 22, 8 and 20. So this information is being captured by Excel, and again if I drag this information with the help of this plus handle, I'll get this information, the dates automatically. So I don't have to type in these data. This hash information, why it is showing in hash, please try to understand that Excel needs to expand. Excel needs to have proper height and width to get the data into the cells. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have given the appropriate height and width to the cell to get the entire information to be seen by you. So this is an example of filling the series. Now you don't have to type in data like this. You can simply, at least the serial numbers, the information which is increasing in some order, or the information of type semester, or maybe some sort of information which is repetitive in nature, you may have this information filled in your Excel sheet with the help of normal series function. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about here is the formatting of the information. Now, please try to understand the date format. There are various ways you can represent the same information, either in the number or in the characteristics in Excel. So for that matter, you have to see this particular section where the number ribbon is there and number options are available. Now, by just selecting this particular down arrow, I'm just reselecting it again for you to see it. This particular down arrow, the moment you click on this, you will get all set of information related to numbers, whatever you have been inputted. Now let's see this one. So the one which I have selected, I'll just go to the number, drag the cell handle here, and then I can see the date. Now this date, I can represent this information in the form of 22, 8 and 2020. I can have this information in the form of 22 August 2020. I can also have this information in another format which is already there. I can also have it in year, month and date format. Okay, so I can have these all set of data entered into my Excel. If I click on general, then this information will change. Can you see this? It is now changed to some random number of type 44065. So many a times when you copy data from, or you copy an Excel sheet and you paste it on your local machine, you will get to see these kind of problems with the date. So what you have to do, you just have to select whatever dates are there in your Excel sheet. You just click on the number thing, go to the date and time option and select the way you want your dates. You can simply type in and it will come in order. Okay. Now for the numbers can also be represented in the form of, say, it can be a currency for me. Say it can have a decimal places of up to 2. So if I select something like this, it will come across like 10 rupees. So in my Excel, if I want something associated with my data, I'm just replacing and replicating it as that it is a currency here. So this currency will be depending upon if it is rupees or USD dollars. I can have this number formatting in my Excel sheet with the help of this particular information. Okay, so currency we can have. You can also have percentages. So if you want to show that it is 10% of something and you want that percentage sign and you don't want the decimal places, it can be something like this. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the set of sheets we have. So we can have multiple set of sheets here where I can also, you have to just simply, by including one more sheet, you have to simply right click on it. You will get all set of options like inserting a new sheet into an Excel, deleting the sheet, existing sheet if you don't want that sheet anymore in your workbook, You may also rename your sheet. You may move or copy. You may change the tab color for usual references. You can do that. So we'll see all of these options one by one. So just click on this. The first option is to insert. So the moment I insert, it is going to show me the options that what all set of insertions I want, whether it is a simple worksheet or whether it is a chart or whether it is some kind of a macro. So we'll see the worksheet here. So if I click on OK, you can see that there is another worksheet, a blank worksheet added here before the previous one. So if I want to change the placement of these two worksheets, I can simply click on it, click on the control button, and simply place it wherever I want. I will just drag and drop it. So I can simply drag and drop it here. So my order of worksheet is now sheet 1 and sheet 2. You can see this. Now, the inserted worksheet, if I don't want this worksheet anymore, I can delete it simply. If I want to change or rename this worksheet, you can see that the text is highlighted now. I can simply give my reference like maybe ABC Corp. Maybe information related to ABC Corp is in this particular worksheet. Also, if I want to change the color of this worksheet, I may use a tab color, kind of an option here. Just simply right click on the ABC Corp, move to the tab color, and you may choose any color you want. Say, for example, I have chosen this, and now it is showing ABC Corp in this color. So it is for my quick reference which all worksheets are related to ABC Corp. Okay. Now, another option is to move. If you want, you can move this worksheet to a new Excel workbook. So this option is available on the right click of this worksheet. So just click on move or copy. The moment you move or copy this, you have an option to either move this existing worksheet to a new Excel book or to move this to the existing one. So this particular worksheet is in the name of workbook, example workbook, which I have created for this talk. So this example workbook, I can simply make a move or I can create a copy of the ABC Corp. So I have to click on this particular link where I'm just right clicking on this, selecting my sheet, whatever sheet I want to copy, and I'm also selecting the location. So I can keep it in a new book. I can keep it in some other book. So I'm now shifting it to the workbook 1. Okay. So here, just by clicking on OK, you will see that in workbook 1, this is workbook 1. You can see the name of this workbook. This is the new workbook where an ABC Corp of the previous workbook is now copied here. So copying means creating a copy and then moving it. The other option is of simply moving. So if I want to move this particular worksheet to the Excel workbook 1, so I'll again right click on this, move copy, then simply select the location where I want to move this particular worksheet of data entry, and I'll select it and I'll simply place it. I'm not copying it now. I'm simply moving it. So moving means we can see that in the new worksheet, workbook 1, you can see that now it has been moved, the data entry, the entire worksheet. I don't have to copy it physically or manually. It is simply moving. The entire worksheet has moved from the previous one to the new one. I can see the previous one. So example workbook. This example workbook does not have that worksheet of data entry. Okay. Now the next one I'm going to talk about is the freezing of ping. This is a very what should I say, a very frequent one being used, where we freeze the label or the caption of our entire worksheet. You may imagine that if you have to enter data to an extent that it goes beyond 100 cells, 100 rows and column, it is very difficult to understand that what this entry is. So by selecting this, I'm simply making use of the unfill and just go to the view, just unfreeze the pane. Now you just see that while selecting and going down, I don't see the captions or the labels of this particular worksheet. So to see this, if I don't want that, I want that caption to be available. I want that caption to be every time available with all my set of entries. What I can do, I can simply select this option, go to the view panel, this view, and simply freeze the pane. So the freezing pane, this information will freeze and the rest of the information will move. So I have used this option. Now you can see that while scrolling down, I can see all entries related to my students here. And the first label, I can see that it is always available for me to see whether what information I have added. So this is another functionality which is very useful in case of Excel worksheets. The last one I'm going to talk about is the wrapping text. Now this wrapping text is very important functionality while formatting worksheets. Now if this is some student name and I cannot see the entire name of my student, so what I can do, I can simply click on it and I can text wrap it. So by text wrapping it, it will not go to the next cell. It will not be seen in the next cell. So this is an advantage of using a wrap text. The last option is to show the merging. The merging can be performed by selecting all cells and simply merge and center. So merge and center will do what? It will simply create a label for the entire table. So this label, once I click on merge and center, it is showing that because it is having so many information, it is having so many labels like serial number, name, enrollment number, semester, and course. So it is going to select only the first row label as the label of this entire table. And it is going to show serial number too. So this is helpful when I want to have a long header here. I can select all of my table columns in one go and I can simply go for merge center information. If I deselect it, you can see that now it is an individual cell. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anu ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am. That was a marvelous session. Even I did not knew some technicalities in the Excel. I have learned Excel now quite well.
Thank you, sir.
Especially that moving the screen and getting all the allotment of the column. We can see the whole down screen. That was a very good explanation.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you very
sir.
much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, if you can stop sharing the screen.
Yes.
Ma'am, your screen is still visible. If you can stop the screen.
I'm just looking for an option here.
Ma'am, you just double click and I think somewhere you will find the option you already know very well. Or should I stop the screen from here itself?
Please. I'm not getting that option here.
Okay, ma'am. I'll do that from here itself.
Okay, sir.
I think, ma'am, the screen sharing has stopped now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your exemplary session. It was such a pleasure having you as a resource person here. On behalf of Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy, I would like to thank you for enlightening us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. Anu. Dr. Anu Taneja is working as assistant professor in MCA department of Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Information Technology, affiliated to GGSIP University, Delhi. She has qualified UGC NET CSE in 2014 and has over 8 years of academic experience. She has completed her PhD CSE in area of artificial intelligence. Her primary interest area are machine learning, artificial intelligence, social network analysis, information retrieval system, data sciences, and optimizing algorithm. She has published various research papers in SCI, SCIE, and Scopus indexed journals. She has guided over 100 projects at graduate and postgraduate levels. She is passionate about teaching and believes in nurturing young minds for a better tomorrow. Now I request Dr. Anu to kindly take over the session and enlighten us.
Thank you so much, Savinder sir, for such a warm welcome. Now I would like to start.
Ma'am, your voice is slightly low. If you can just close your mic towards you, probably.
Okay. Okay. Shall I, am I audible now? Am I audible?
Slightly better than before.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Earlier also you are audible. If you can on your video so that we can have your you on our screen as well.
Actually, there is some issue with webcam, so I will be working with audio only.
Okay, ma'am, no issue.
Okay.
So
I'll start sharing.
please continue. Ma'am.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible.
Okay, okay. So, good afternoon, good evening to all students. Today I'll be covering in continuation to Dr. Vandana. I'll be covering these 4 topics of MS Excel, which are very useful that you will be frequently using in your regular work. First one is data entry, second one is mathematical functions, third one is data validation, and fourth one is how to create graphs in Excel. All the 4 parts are very useful and very essential to do your regular data work. So I'll be starting with first part, that is data entry. There are actually 2 methods that are very easy and you can say very interactive and user friendly how to enter the data in Excel. So I'll share you the Excel sheet and will demonstrate how to enter the data in Excel, right? My screen is, Excel sheet is visible to you, sir? My Excel sheet is visible, Dr. Devendra?
Ma'am, your sheet is visible.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So all of you are, as I got the information that you are all from physiotherapy domain. So I'll be taking your related example. Like we need to enter the data in Excel. So I have formed an Excel sheet. I have typed the data. Like in this hospital, this doctor is working with this much salary, right? Now we have to enter the data and simultaneously convert it into table form. What we can do is select the entire data. I have selected the entire data and then I'll press Control T. I'm pressing Control T. Now you press my table has header. Just click on this option and press OK. It will be converted it into table format, right? So now you can enter. Suppose now I want to enter one more row. Suppose I enter say one more hospital, say Holy. Any doctor, say I've given the name as Anuj and I have given the salary as 20,000, right? So you are seeing I'm able to enter the data in the table format with same format. I need not to apply any other format styles and use to select and reformat the data again. In this way, you can also apply filters on this data because we have converted the data into table format. Say I want to see the details of Dr. Hema only. So just select here Dr. Hema and press OK. So you need not to go anything. You need not to scroll out every row. Where is Dr. Hema? Where is Dr. Hema? You can simply apply filter on that, right? So we are able to see where Dr. Hema is working. What is the salary of Dr. Hema? Similarly, if you want, your boss used to say, find out all the employees whose salary is 70,000. So you
मैम आपकी स्क्रीन विजिबल नहीं है
My
उसमें
screen
लिखा
got
है
visible.
स्क्रीन में हम एक बार दोबारा शेयर करेंगे, स्क्रीन विजिबल नहीं है आई थिंक.
Okay. Let me check this. Is it visible now?
अभी कनेक्ट हो रहा है मैम. लेट द स्क्रीन कम. अभी कनेक्ट हुआ नहीं है. Now it's visible, ma'am.
Okay.
I think now it's visible to all the participants.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
you can raise your hand.
Ma'am, actually we missed from starting. Can you repeat?
Yeah, sure, I'll repeat. See, what I have done, I was telling you how to enter the data in Excel sheet. What is another user-friendly way, right? So I have entered the data in this way. Now I want to add some multiple records. Say 10,000 records I have to enter, right? So what you do, you select all this data. I'm selecting all this data. First step, press Ctrl plus T. You will get this window and select here. My table has headers. You will select headers means the serial number, hospital, doctor, and salary, and press OK. Your data will be converted into table form, right? Now I want to enter another row. I need to enter 10,000 records. I'll give you one example. I'm adding next row. Say I'm adding another hospital, whatever is the format. I'm adding another doctor, say Dr. Anuj. I'm just typing the data and say salary is 20,000, right? So what you are seeing is that your data is added in the same format when it has been converted to table. You need not to restyle your data again and again. And second point, I was saying that you can apply filters on this data. How you need to apply filters? As you are visible, that drop down is coming in every column. So you can select. Say your boss has said to you, just give me the details of Dr. Anuj, where he is working and what is the salary of Dr. Anuj. So you simply click on this filter, unselect all the options as I just need to select the Dr. Anuj details. So just select Dr. Anuj and press OK. You will be getting Dr. Anuj details. So these are the frequent operations that we are needing in day-to-day life. Similarly, say your boss say, just give me the employee details who are having salary 70,000. So you can just select 70,000 from here and press OK. You will get the details who will be having the salary in your record as 70,000. So I can immediately find out that Dr. Prakash Anil doctor is working at the salary of 70,000. I hope I'm clear till here. Okay. Next method I'll be telling. This is one of the methods. Second method, very user-friendly, another is to create forms in Excel. How to create forms in Excel? Say I have same data. I'm just copying this data so that you can get the example. I need to apply forms method on this. What you do, I have written some data. This you will get form option here on the top window. Click on the form, click on the cell, first click on the data, and then click on the form option. You will get this form option, right? Now I need to add, this is user-friendly way, like you used to create your Gmail ID. If everything is there and you just press submit button. In the same way, you can enter data in Excel using forms. So I'll press new record. I'll just press new. You can enter new record. Say Another hospital I'm taking again AIMS hospital. Some another doctor is there, say Dr. Sharma is there, and salary is say 10,000. I'm typing here in the form and I'll just press new. You are seeing that record is being entered in this Excel sheet. So one by one, you can enter all the records. In this way, we are entering the new record. Another options are there. Again, when you are using the form option in Excel, you first need to select the data. Then you click on the forms option. Say now you want to delete the record. Press on delete. So the record which is displaying here will be deleted. You press on delete, it will be permanently deleted. Say now the record which was displaying in this first record has been deleted. Similarly, you can again select the data. Second step is click on the form option. Okay, you need to select the data. Now you have criteria option. Like I need to search out the details of, just a minute. I need to select the data. You can write down the steps simultaneously. Click on the form option, click on the criteria and say I need to find the details of the employee whose salary is 20,000. So just write down the data 20,000 and what you will do after clicking the data, you will set it. Like I'm selecting the data. First step. Second step is, criteria. Mention here aim and restore. See, now it will be giving me the details of the select the data, click on the forms option. You can go to find next. So it will be displaying all the records. Find previous. You will be able to see third record, second record, and so on. Say you want to delete this record, simply delete. Displayed record will be permanently deleted. Okay, this record is deleted. So in this way, there will be no mistake. Less mistakes will be there when you will be using the forms pattern. Is it okay? So this is the second method. First one was table method, and second in which you can apply filter, and second one is you can use the form method to enter the data, right? Second thing I would like to tell you, just I'll be sharing my PPT once again so that you are clear what I'm telling you. All right, so I have done with this part. I have shown this how to enter data in the table. Like this way we have entered, and this was the form method. I have shown you how to enter the data in the form method. You are having option new, find previous, find next, and so on. Now we are having mathematical functions, how to implement that. Say I'm sharing you the Excel sheet, how you will be working on that. Let me share you with the Excel sheet. My Excel sheet is visible to you? Say, like question is I have given some hospital names and I have given disease like corona, TB, fever, cancer, eye disease. Now someone asks you, I have just given random example of 5 records, but now you need to find out suppose 10,000 records are there. You will not do manually total of everything. We can do simply just by clicking in Excel. This is the power of Excel. Just I'm telling you how to do sum. I have given the name sum. Now when you want to type the formula, first type equal. Sum is the formula. Now I want to know how many patients are there in AIMS hospital. So I will select the range. Check the AIMS hospital corona. This is cell B and this is second column. So B2 say from B2 and last one is F and 2. So you do B2 from where you have to start the addition colon F2. This is the syntax. Just press enter. You will get the sum of 50 plus 60 plus 70 plus 80 plus 90. Is it okay? Now you need not to apply this formula to everyone. When you will select this cell, you will get a plus sign here. Just drag this, you will get the sum of all. Like in Safdarjung total hospital, patients are 150. In GB Palm, total 15. Similarly, like I have written the first question, how many patients in total are there in AIIMS hospital? So I have calculated using sum formula. You can see formula is visible here, equal to sum B2 and colon F2. What is the last cell? So this is the entire range of which we want to do the sum, right? Similarly, say I want to know how many corona patients are there in these 5 hospitals. So I can apply this formula here also. How? Equal to sum brackets. Now I want to find how many corona patients are there. So it will be B2, first cell of selection, colon, it will be highlighted automatically. Colon, last is B and this is 6. So I say B6. You will get the total, that is 89. And you will simply drag it. You will get the plus sign when you will select and simply drag it. So you will be getting the total value. So this is first mathematical function that we are using how to do the sum. Second one is average. Say I want to do average. In average, how many patients are there in AIIMS hospital? So what I need to do? Just apply formula. Step is equal to, this is to start the formula. Formula is average. Keep on writing side by side what I'm doing. Average B2, first cell of selection. It is highlighted automatically. It is visible to you. Colon F. This is my column and row is 2. So it is F2. Enter. So this is the average. 70.2 is the average number of patients in AIIMS hospital. You need not to retype the formula. Just select the cell and drag it. You will get all the average patients. Similarly, I need to find, my next question is how many patients in average are there of corona, cancer, any disease. So it means now I need to find average like this. So I'll type here formula equal to average B2 colon B6. B2 is my first cell and B column and 6 is my row. That is my last cell. So it will find the average. Is it okay? So this is the second function, that is how to calculate the average. Now say I need to find maximum. Which disease has in which disease maximum number of patients are there, right? So what you are doing, just you need to find the maximum value. How you can do? You will simply write, someone asks you, in AIIMS hospital, 5 treatments of disease are going, but you need to identify how many patients are there, which disease has maximum patients. So equal to max, again the same step, B2, first cell of selection, colon, F is my last column and F2, enter. So you will get 90, that is eye disease has maximum number of patients, as you can see the data. So you need not to scroll out all the 10,000 records. You can simply use out the formulas to simplify your work, right? Simply again select the cell and drag. You will get this. Similarly, I need to find how many, in which hospital maximum corona patients are there. So you need to just find the maximum like of about from this data. So what you will type? Equal to my first cell of selection, that is B2, colon and B is the column same and 6 is the last. Just same. Bracket is missing, so it's showing an error. So Excel is user friendly. You will get the errors also. Bracket is missing, just type the bracket and max. So you will get the maximum 50 patients of corona and that is in AIIMS hospital. This is the third formula, sum, then average and then maximum, right? I hope I'm clear till here. Next is minimum. Now you need to find in AIIMS hospital which disease has minimum number of patients. So how you will analyze? Just go and type equal to minimum. Again, you need to know the data is in which cell and column and row wise. So you need to know minimum. B is my first cell, second is my row, column specify the range, and F is my last column and second is my row. So it will give me minimum value in this range. You select it, you get that minimum number of patients are there in corona disease. So you can simply select and drag. I have already applied the formula, so it's visible to you, right? Similarly, it can be vice versa also. Now I need to find in which hospital corona has minimum corona number of patients are there. So you need to find hospital wise. So you will simply type here equal to minimum. What is my cell of selection? B2 colon. B is the column, but my last cell is B6. So it will be giving minimum. Like GD Pant has only one corona patient. So that is the minimum value. Is it okay? This is my fourth function. Sum, average, max, and minimum. Next is round function. Sometimes you need to round out the values to some specific number of digits. Say you are getting a number and number of decimal number of digits are more. So you can round off that number. Like we have calculated average earlier and we need to round. So you can simply type equal to, that is for starting the formula, round. I need to round? I need to round the 70.2 and it is in which cell? G is the column and 2 is the row. So G2, comma, number of digits it will ask. See, after decimal places, how many digits you want? See, I don't want any digits. So just press 0, brackets off and enter. So you have seen it has rounded 70.2 to 70. If this has been more than 0.5, then it will go next integer value. That it will round off to 71. So in this way, you can use the average. Like I have shown here. Here I am getting corona patient's average of 17.8, right? And I need to round off. What I'll do? Equal to round. What value we have to round? 17.8. And it is on which cell? B is the column and 7 is the row. B7, comma, number of digits say 0. Just enter. So 17.8. After point, it is the value is greater than 5. So it will round to next number. That is 80. So in this way, we can round off. We can get eliminate of the number of decimal digits, right? Next function is count. How you can count? Say I have so much data and I need to count. I'll not count manually. 1, 2, 3. No need. Just type equal count is the formula to count, and what you need to count. How many diseases are there? We have written the question. How many hospital data is there in total? So equal to B2 colon F6. I need to find out in any hospital how many treatments are going on. So B2 colon F2. Just be careful about the range. You are getting 5 and you can count it. It is visible because I have taken 5 records here. And similarly, vice versa. Like how many disease treatment is there in, how many hospitals data is there in total. So you can simply count. But it will count function only count the numeric value. The cells which will be containing only the numeric value. Right? So this is my next function. I'll tell you one more function that is also very useful. Summer. Like sometimes we want to do the sum value. I have told you sum. That will sum the entire range. But now I need to sum based on some criteria. Say I need to sum only that patient, only that disease who are having greater than equal to 50 number of patients in that. Like corona is having 50, TB 60, fever 70, 80, 90. So if I need to do the sum values based on some criteria, then also we can do that. How we can do that? Equal to sum. What is my range? B2. This is my formula. B2 colon F2. I have typed the formula. Equal to sum is B2 colon F2. You can see here in this comma. What is the condition? You want to sum greater than equal to 50 only. So just write in double quote greater than equal to 50, right? So what you will be seeing here, B2 colon F2, comma, greater than double quotes I'm writing. Condition has to be written on in double quotes. Enter, right? I think I have missed out something. So that's why it is showing an error. Let me check out. Right, perfect. Now it is perfectly shown. Sum is B2 colon F2 greater than equal to 15 double quote. So it is displaying the sum of all that. Like in second row for Safdarjung Hospital, you can check out. Only 50 is in I digits. So it is giving me some of that only. In third, for GB pump, you can check out there is none of the digits which is having patients more than 50. So it is showing me the value 0. So in this way, you can find out the sum based on the condition. So this was my second topic which I need to cover up. I'll show my presentation once again. Just a minute. I hope my screen is visible. My presentation is visible to you people. Right? Okay. So I have covered up sum. It returns the sum. Average, it gives me the average value. Maximum, it gives me the largest value. I have written the syntax here and shown you the examples. Similarly, round, count, and sum it. This I have covered, right? So I have explained all this. This I have done all this. Third very important part is data validation. Data validation means while entering the data, you can have some errors. So how you will check out, how you will control out those errors. Again, I'll demonstrate because it's all practical. You'll not be able to understand if I'll not be sharing my Excel sheet, right? So just a minute, I'll be sharing my Excel sheet. Just a minute, let me open my Excel sheet. Is it visible? Are you able to see my screen, participants?
No, ma'am, not
No,
yet.
ma'am.
Okay, just a minute.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Let me check. Okay. I hope I'm clear till here. You will be enjoying Excel now. See, this is my data validation, how to validate the data, right? See, again, I have given the example of taken the example of your domain. Say I have doctors. Every doctor is having his employee ID, gender, and salary. Now I'll give you 3 examples. There are multiple examples to validate the data. Say I want to control that employee ID. I know my organization is having employee ID of 4 digits, right? So how can I validate if even by chance the user should not enter the wrong employee ID because it is an identifier of any employee. So you need to select this employee ID cell on which you want to apply the data. I have selected. Go to data tab, go to data validation, click on it, and you want this text length, employee ID should be equal to 4 digits. So you just allow, you can select text length option here, equal to, data equal to, there are multiple options, what you want, equal to, and I want my length to be 4. So I just type length 4 and press OK. I have pressed OK. And one more thing I would like to show, just a minute, go to data tab again. I have gone to data validation, we have, in settings, we have done this. And now I want to give the error message. See what error should be visible when I'm entering the invalid data. So I have not selected the data. That's why the option was not visible. Select the data first. Second step is go to data tab. Third step is go to data validation. Again, select data validation. Here, go to settings tab. You have set text length should be equal to 4. And in this error alert tab, you whatever title you want to give, you can type, and whatever message you want to reflect it to the user, you can give. I have written, please enter valid employee ID. So just press OK. Now say I'm writing intentionally invalid data. Say I'm writing one more digit and just pressing enter. It's showing me error. Please enter valid employee ID. Are you getting? So even by mistake, Excel is controlling me that data should be in the correct format. So this is how you can apply it on the text. Second example I'll give you, like I know my employees are working in the salary range of below 1 lakh, and I don't want his salary should be by mistake, even single zero will create a lot of difference. So how you can validate? Select the data, first step, go to data tab, second step, go to data validation, third step, again click data validation, go to settings tab. Now I want, this is my number. So allow, select decimal from here on numbers I have selected decimal. What I want salary between, I want minimum 50 and 1 lakh. Means salary, whatever it will be entering by the operator, it will be between 50,000 and 10,000. So that there is no negligence of typing mistake. Just press OK. Now a validation has been applied. Similarly, you can give the error message. Now if I'm typing 10 more, it will show me the error. Enter salary between 50,000 and 10,000. It's not allowing me to enter. It will stop me there only. So this is very useful for data validation. Is it okay? Third, I'll show you. Say I want to enter gender. Now I know I want to enter it from male and female option only, right? So what you do, go to data tab again, go to data validation again data validation, in allow, go to list option, and in source you want what value, fixed set of values you want, male and female. Press OK. Here you will see this list, male and female. You need not to type. Dr. Vikas, male. Dr. Sahil, male. Dr. Anuj, it's male. Are you getting my point? So in this way, when I'm having some column, I want some fixed set of values. You can simply go Dr. PT, it's female. So there will be no spelling mistake, and my options are fixed, male and female only. So I can simply do that. So in this way, we can explore more, but I have told you which are frequently used, how to validate on text, how to validate on numbers, and how to enter fixed set of values using list option and data validation. I hope I'm clear till here. This was my third part, how to validate the data. Is it okay to all? Okay. So I'm sharing my presentation once more so that you may, actually it's not part of presentation. Hands-on is very important. That's why I'm showing you that. But still, just you keep, you can see out. I have shown you length of text validation. My screen is visible, I hope. Right? So I have shown you data validation. What are the steps? Go to data menu, data validation, enter the validation criteria, and type the error message, what you want. So I have shown you this for employee ID. Then I have shown you for the second, that is how to enter the salary within some range only. And third one is how to, this I have told you, how to demonstrate. So I need not to explain one slide by slide, right? And third one is how to enter fixed set of values. Like and gender I have shown you. These all steps I have shown you practically, right? So now my fourth part is how to create graph. Very important, because we can't read out the data and then analyze. It will be more beneficial and easy to understand for the user if data is shown in the form of graph. So I will be telling you how to create graph and how to format them. It will be helpful for your hard studies, for your analysis part, and for your more work. You can do easily. You can analyze your lab experiments in that, right? So I'll be sharing my screen again, Excel sheet. It will be more beneficial for you people. Just give me a minute. I'll be sharing the screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? Okay. I have taken the example of your domain. Let me show you how to create the graph. I'm just typing the data. I'm not typing because time is precious for you also and me also. So I'm just copying the same data which I'm using in my all examples. Hospital names are there. You can simply drag out to make the content clearly visible. It will be visible. I hope you all are enjoying the session. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So this is my data. Now I have given 5 records only, just for simplicity, but say 10,000 records are there. How you will not read manually. You will create graphs for that. How you can create graphs for that? You just need to select the data. First step, select the data. Select the entire data. First step, go to insert, Go to column. There are variation styles of column. Just click on the column. It will create the graph for you Excel. Now, what is the power? Now you are seeing that corona, you can visualize it from graph clearly, like in corona disease, and this is showing blue color in AIIMS hospital. So it's showing on 50 cases. This is again in accordance to our data. Second is red color, that is of Safdarjung. Corona, Safdarjung, 10 patients. Like, but I want to see like it like this. The AIIMS hospital are at my bottom. I'll show you. Just simply select the chart. Chart is graph is formed. How we can manipulate it? Select data. Here is one option. I'll show you both the screens simultaneously. This is just I have selected the chart. I'll show you again what I have done. I have selected the chart. Right click on the chart. Select data, and you will get this window open. Here is one option you are able to see switch row and column. You simply switch, your graph will be like this. Not is more better. Are you able to see? Just a minute. Again, I'll do the step. The chart, by mistake, I have deleted. Right click, select the data, switch row and column. See, now you are able to see chart. Press OK. Like in AIIMS hospital, not is clearly visible. Corona patients, blue one. Red color, TB. Fever, green. Purple, cancer. Sky blue color, eye disease. So it is showing me AIIMS hospital as which disease has highest number of patients. It's corona. It's eye disease. 90 number of patients. I need not to read out the data. Graph is giving me the entire information, right? So in this way, you can create the graph. Now you want to increase the size. What you will be doing? You will need to apply it on your files. This is not visible. Just select. This is known as legend. So it's to clearly identify what each color represents. Just select this. Go to home tab. You can change the font. Like it's not visible, I'm changing. It's 18. Now it's looking more good. Similarly, I need to change the style, font style, size. You can do all that. Home, just change the font size. It's sale, I put it at, it should be clearly visible also. I keep it at 18. Similarly, you can change this also. Just go to home tab. You can 14. It's perfectly fine now. Now graph is looking more good, right? And now, but it's not a complete graph. It's not giving me some axis. X-axis, what does x-axis represent? What does y-axis represent? What is the title of the chart? So what you need to do, just select the chart, go to home page, select the chart, just a minute, select the chart, go to layout and go here, chart title, click on chart title. There are options, how you want to display. Just click on above chart. So this will show what I just click on this, delete this chart title. I want it as hospital's data. This will be my chart title. So it's looking somewhat complete now, but still incomplete. What to do now? Axis titles are missing. That is very important. So again, go to again select the chart. Go to layout tab. Go to axis titles. This is horizontal axis. I want to place the title below the axis. So it will show here. Now what does axis represent? This represents hospital's name. Hospital, spelling mistake, excuse me for that. Hospital name, right? And y-axis represent number of patients in that, right? So again, I'll select the chart. First step is to select the chart. I have selected the chart. Go to layout tab. And now I want to give primary vertical axis title. How you want to give it? You can give it in any form, rotated, vertical, horizontal. You can try every option. Say I want to give it here, number of patients. Simply delete it and write number of patients. I'm just writing number of patients, right? So it will give me number of patients. Again, I can increase the size. It's in small in size. Go to home tab. Change the size, it's visible. Now you can simply select, copy and paste it in your Word file. So this will be good for your analysis, right? In this way, you can create the chart. This is known as chart title. This is known as X-axis title, this is known as my Y-axis title, this is known as my legend, right? This is the example of column chart, right? Similarly, you can create the bar chart in the same step. I'll show you once more so that you are comfortable with the step. I have selected the data, go to insert menu and go to, I need to form bar chart. Column were vertical and bar gives that bars horizontal, vertically, that horizontally. Columns are vertical and bars are horizontally placed. So simply select. Now you are getting, I'm seeing this type of bar chart with the same data. Again, I don't want like eye disease hospital. It would be more better if I can place hospitals here. So simply select, right click, select data and switch row and column. You see, it's simply switching out. Now it's clearly Holy Family Hospital has equal number of patients. You can see from data also. It's all 20, 20, 20. That's why all are equal. Similarly, you can see Safdarjung. Blue one has more numbers. So it's eye disease. Yes. Safdarjung has 50 number of eye disease patients. Right? So you can use column charts and bar charts. And rest of the steps are same. For putting chart title, for putting x-axis, and for putting y-axis. Right? This is the second category of chart. Now I'll show you one more. That is line charts. Line charts are basically used to show the trend. Like in January, we were what was how many number of patients are there? How it is increasing? What is the trend? It is increasing or decreasing, or it is constant, or it is increasing, decreasing both. So what is that? So what you need to do for this purpose, for analyzing the trend, it is a time series data is there. So you need to, like I have taken, in January, there were 50 patients in AIIMS hospital. In February, there were 60. So I can analyze easily from the graph. I need not to read out the records manually. Again, option, again, how you can create line chart. Again, select the data, first step, insert, second step, line chart, and click on line chart. It will show you line chart. Again, you have options how you can increase the size. You are knowing that how you can increase the size, how you can increase the x-axis, y-axis titles, and how you can add the chart titles. So it's clearly visible. Like it's showing red color is of Safdarjung line. So it's showing that number of patients are continuously increasing in January, in February, March, April, May. I can analyze the trend easily. In GB pumps, I can say first there were more, then less, then less, then less, and it keep on decreasing. You can see from the data also 90, 20, 10, 5, and then 9. Little increases there. So we can analyze the trend through line chart. It is important to know which chart is to be applied on which type of data. So that's why I'm explaining where to form line charts, where to form column charts, and so on. Next chart I'll show you area chart. You can see that it is next variation of line chart. Area charts will show it is similar to line chart. Again, I have formed in the same way. Select the data, go to insert tab, go to chart, and there is an option of area chart. Select this option. The chart will be formed for you. But how you want to manipulate this, how you want to increase the size, that I have told you how to add all such. It's similar to line chart, but the area below the curve is colored. So you can see this purple color is for Apollo Hospital. Blue color is for AIIMS Hospital. That area below the lines is colored. This is how you can form area chart. And the last one is pie chart. It's very important. A pie chart, it represents like I have shown you. Again, I'll show you how to create pie charts. Again, select the data, go to insert option, go to pie option, insert charts option, go to pie. This will form the chart for you, right? So it's showing me blue color is for January. So it's seeming in January, but one thing is there in pie chart, you have to remember this. Like it will form a chart for a single data series. It's showing for AIIMS. And if you want to form the pie chart for Safdarjung Hospital, then you will have to select that row and then form the chart. It will work for a single row at a time. So for AIIMS Hospital, I have formed the chart. It's showing that in January, maximum number of patients are there. You can see from data also, it's 250. Then in February, this part is very less, red color. So we can see from data also, February it's 60. So in this way, it's giving me the ratio. In January, how much, it's a broader area. So large number of patients are there, right? So in this way, you can create a chart, you can manipulate with the charts, you can format the charts as per your requirements, right? I hope I'm clear till here to all. Very useful section in Excel. Okay, so I'm done. I'll share my presentation once again. Though I have given you all the examples, but let me share you once more. I have explained you everything practically. That is more important. I hope my screen is visible. So I have shown you column charts. I have shown you how to add the charts. In this way, chart will be displayed. You can manipulate, you can add the axis titles. I have shown step by step. Bar chart. In this way, you can form the chart. Thank you. I'm done from my side. I'm done from my side, Dr. Devinder. Am I audible, Dr. Devinder? I hope you all enjoyed the session. And this will help you in your daily basis.
Ma'am, my voice is coming.
Yeah. It is
Okay.
audible.
I heard you earlier, but because of network issue, I think I lost my audio going to the session. So that was a great session, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And it was such a pleasure, ma'am, having you as a resource person here.
Thank you so
So on
much.
behalf of Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy, I would like to thank you for enlightening us. Now I would request Mr. Imran, the technical support of our team, to put forward the questions that we have got on the chat box. If you allow Vandana ma'am and Anu ma'am, can we take the questions?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Mr. Imran, please proceed.
Hello.
Yes, Imran,
Sir.
your voice is coming.
Ma'am, my question is what is different between substitute and replace function in MS Excel? Hello.
Yeah, Imran, we got your question. So Anu ma'am and Vandana ma'am, over to you.
Sir, I repeat my question. What is different between substitute and replace function in MS Excel?
Basically, substitute function is used to replace the entire text, right? And if you want to replace some specific character, then we generally use replace function. To replace the entire string, we use substitute, and to replace some characters in a specified position, then you can use the replace function.
Ji ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Imran, we
Ma'am,
have more questions in the chat
yeah,
box.
sir. Yes, sir. Ma'am, next question is how can explain to subtract and multiply data?
Sorry, your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, how to subtract and multiply data in MS Excel?
You can simply use minus function is there in Excel. You can use minus function for that. Like I shown you now, you can use minus function for that.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Multiplication के लिए probably we do not have a specific symbol, or do we have?
Either we can use minus symbol or minus function is inbuilt there in Excel.
नहीं ma'am, multiplication in the candidate has asked for multiplication. So for multiplication, which symbol to select?
Simple star symbols as we used to generally do.
Oh. Okay. And I think we have one more question in question.
Ma'am, how can change language in MS Excel?
How to change?
लैंग्वेज चेंज कर सकते हैं मैम इसमें MS Excel में जो भी
Yeah, you can go. In file menu, there is one options tab. Select language, and there you will be having preferences. From there, you can select the language. By default, it is set to English. File option and then preferences. Where from there you can select.
yes
But I would like to add one thing, that in previous versions of Excel, it is not available. For this, you have to go for Microsoft 365 or 2000, yeah, Microsoft
Okay.
365 or Microsoft 2010 version. There you will find this option of language.
Okay. And
Right, ma'am.
ma'am, how can change the color of chart? Ma'am,
There is, when you will be selecting the chart, there will be an option to format. From when you will select, you will right click. There will be an option to format the chart. So in formatting options, you can change the color of the chart also.
yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Imran, we have any more questions?
No, sir. Done.
I don't taken all the questions, ma'am. And mean of the data, I think you had already explained in your presentation as well, Dr. Anu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have all the questions. Any more questions from the students? If you are getting my voice, anyone wants to ask any question, you can put your question in the chat box. So, ma'am, I think we have no more questions. So we'll proceed to the conclusion. Anything you want to say, ma'am? Bandna ma'am, Anu ma'am?
Just I would like to thank you, sir, for providing such an opportunity. I hope students enjoyed and they will definitely work on that. All the best.
So we'll be sharing the PPTs with all the students, myself and Anu ma'am, and students can practice all options discussed here. And if they have any query later in the day, they may we are always welcoming that. Thank you so much, sir.
That's a great support, ma'am. We'll be sharing your PPT with you. So now I'll conclude the session, ma'am. It was such a pleasure having Dr. Vandana and Dr. Anu as a resource person here in this workshop. Many important points have been highlighted on how to work on MS Excel. On behalf of Banasidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy, I would like to thank Dr. Vandana and Dr. Anu for enlightening us.
Thank you,
I would
sir.
also like to thank Mr. Imran.
Thank you, sir.
The social media team, those who have made our session YouTube live. I would also like to thank Dr. Nidhi, the officiating in charge of BCIP, and all my faculty members and my students who have joined this session. And I hope all of us have learned many things from this session. We all have enjoyed today's session. Thank you, Vandana ma'am. Thank you, Anu ma'am. Once again, have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm ending the session now. Thank you very much to all of you. Please please fill the link that will be provided soon for feedback form on the group, and attendance link has already been sent. So those who have not filled it, I would request in the end to fill their attendance as soon as possible, because it will get locked within few minutes. So thank you all the students. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.